Hey, what is up, guys? In the last tutorial, we covered how to kind of use the sculpt mode. You could kind of play around with that. There's many things you could do with it. We made this kind of thing. I don't know what we'd call this, but it's going to be deleted because in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make a basic house structure. So pretty much we're just going to get into it. So let's press Shift C. What that does is it puts our cursor right in the center of these axes of these right in the center of these converging axes, if that makes sense. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to press space, click on search, and if you press space and this doesn't come up, it's okay. It's because I have all my user preferences turned on. So I'm just going to click on search, and then I am going to go and add a plane. So what this plane is going to be is this is going to be like the floor of our house. Okay, so the next thing you might want to do is you want to go down here and click on this. It snaps things to the grid to get a more accurate scaling or measurement. And one thing I want to tell you is that if you ever like press S to scale or do anything and you scale it too much and you just don't want to do that, right click and it'll put it back to before you started pressing buttons. So that's good. So the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to scale it up to how big our house wants to be. Press S to scale, and let's just press S again and scale it a little bit on the X axis. So S and X, not that much, not that much. Oh jeez, what is happening? That's what that right clicking is for. S and X, scale it on the X axis. So here we go. That's like the basic structure of a house, or for the house we're going to be making anyways. The next thing you want to do is you want to go from object mode to edit mode and go down here and press subdivide. So let's just subdivide this a couple times to make the floor of our house. So that's good. Let's just click on face select. 1 second. Hey guys, I'm back. I don't know why I bother saying that, because to you no time passes when I pause this pause button, or when I press the pause button. As soon as I press it, I'm back. You really have no idea how long I'm gone, but that's okay. So the next thing we're gonna want to do is we're gonna press this face select, and you'll see these dots, and let's just see like where we want our rooms to be. So let's press 7 to go into top view. So now we're looking at this from the top, and let's just select everything by pressing A until everything's selected, and then press the divide button to just put this stuff by itself. It pretty much just hides everything else from you. So that we have this, let's see, we could have like, let's just say we want our room to be right here. So you press B and select the press B, because what B does is it's a box select. So B for box select, and let's just select right here, and you'll see that now we have like this room structure, but we don't want to pull up this whole thing to make the room. So what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to go back in. We're gonna want to go back and press B to box select, and then click down on your scroll wheel, and this makes it so it deselects things. So you could also press B and then hold down shift. Don't press shift B, but B and then shift. So, and then when you let go of your mouse wheel, it'll deselect those boxes. And let's also make like a doorway right here. So there we go. And now we can press E to extrude. And let's 1 second. Let's keep track of this number that'll be down there. Nope. Okay. So you'll see that it says like 5 down at the corner. If we press a number, that's how much it's going to extrude. So let's just press like 6, and that's a good wall. Okay, so now let's go back into top view, and if you press 5, it puts it into perspective mode, and it makes everything like a flat image almost. So you'll see that we have, so that when we go to press 5 again, puts it into this. Okay, so let's just make our outer wall. So let's just box select everything. Press 5 to go to perspective mode. Press B to box select. Hold down your control wheel. And then let's just deselect everything outside of these walls. And we're also going to want to deselect these walls because we already extruded them. We're going to have to do that. Make sure that the only walls are the only faces that are selected is this outer wall. Press shift and select to select more than one thing. And then let's just leave a little bit of space for the door. So let's just put our door like right there. Make sure all faces are selected around your house. Press E to extrude, and what did we say? I think we said 6. Yep. So there we go. Now we got our walls around our house. And then now let's make more rooms. I'm just gonna press 5 to go into this mode because I prefer it. So here's one room. This could be like a bedroom, and we could have like this whole side be our living room, and have like a little kitchen right here. So let's just press B, and then let's just select this row right there, deselect those, and then E and 6. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. Sorry guys, I forgot to tell you to deselect these. Press A to deselect everything, and A to select everything also. Let's go back into top mode. Let's just select these boxes right there. E6. Okay. So there we go. Now we got our little living room right here. And over here could be our kitchen. It might not be the most well thought out house, but it's good enough. So now that we have this, we can make windows and such. First order of business though is to close up this gap right here. So we only want about half of this to be our doorway. So let's press Control R, and what that does is it allows us to put rings, not rings but cuts into things. So press Control R to put a little cut right here, and right click to put it in the direct middle. That's where we want it to be. Control R, and then click it. After, when it's purple, that's selecting how many cuts you want it to be. And then it's orange, then you select where you want it to be. It's just right click to put it in the middle. And then you'll see now we have these 2 lines, but we also have 2 separate faces right here. So let's go back into face select mode and select this face. Then shift, select that face, select by pressing the right mouse button, and then press space. And if this doesn't pop up, that is okay. I'm going to click on search. So you should just come up with your search, and then type in bridge and edge loops just right here. So enter, and you'll see that it's connected those faces. Some people will tell you to press F, but if you press F, it looks really bad if you try to edit to anywhere else. So I suggest bridging edge loops. Hey, if your video just jumped, it has nothing to do with the video skipping. I just had to make the second half of this tutorial because I ran out of time. Okay, so for the second half of this tutorial that you don't even know is the second half, we're going to be making windows. So one way we can do that is to delete these two faces on both sides, because let's just say we want a window like right here. So let's just delete these two faces on both sides, X, and delete those faces. And then let's add a let's just add a loop cut right here, then add one right here. Make sure you add two and just add them like that, and then we can go back in and go into edge select, select those ones, bridge those edge loops, select these top ones, bridge those edge loops. Don't bridge these middle ones because that's going to be our window. Bridge those edge loops. Okay, not that one, sorry. Don't click on that one. Bridge those edge loops, and then bridge these two inner ones. There we go. Now we can just do the same thing with those, these two, and these two. So there. Now we got this window. You can, like, I might go into how to add transparent things to make it kind of look like glass in the next tutorial. We're going to be working on this house for a little bit. But now that we've done that, we can easily make houses around this room now. Not houses, but windows around this room. So let's just say we want one right here. We just delete these two. For some reason, these edges seem to be bigger. Oh, yep, those ones are bigger because we stretched it out. So you'll see like these sides are a little bit longer than those sides. They're about half, so let's select maybe 3 of those to be the equivalent of that window. Okay, and then do the same on this side. Select, let's see which ones we have. Those ones, right? Oh, sorry. Make sure you deselect that face. Okay, select the same 3 on both sides and delete those, and then we're just going to do the same thing. That and that, and okay, so press Alt to loop around that one, and Alt to loop around that one. Let's bridge those edge loops. Now we have a window. So when you press Alt, it just takes the whole thing. So Alt Shift to select more than one thing. So Alt to select that loop and that loop, you know, and then just bridge those two. There we go. Now we have 2 nice windows. Let's just add a few more around the house. You'll see these lines right here. Really don't like this line around the house, actually. So that's an easy fix. Well, it would be an easy fix. It would take a while. So let's just not do it. Let's just press Control R to add a cut right there, and then bring it down. Hold on. Let's Control Z to get rid of that. Okay, so this line is about, I don't know. Let's press Control R. Shift to make your thing smaller. So yeah, it's about 0.33. It's never going to be exactly where it should be because it's 1/3, and you can't really get 1/3 of anything. So let's just like negative 0.3333333333. That's as close as we can get to putting it the same spot. Okay, and then now that we have that, go face select and select these 6 faces on both sides. Box select to select those ones. Hold on, select the wrong ones. These ones. You can pretty much make your house the way you want it. I'm just doing this myself. Go back into edge select and select this whole loop right here. So Alt and select this loop, and then Shift Alt and select this loop. Bridge them up, edge loops, and there we go. Now we have a nice window in our kitchen area. And let's say we want like a window connecting our kitchen to our thing, like a nice big window. So let's just go in and add 2 loop cuts right here. S to scale them on the Z-axis. Let's just move it up, and let's just move this. Okay, sorry. Let's move this bottom loop down or up a little bit, about right there. And then let's just select this right here. This can be our little window. So X, select the same ones on this side. How many did we select? Oh, that's good. X, delete those faces. And then those 2 edge loops. There we go. Now we got a nice little window into our kitchen. We can serve dinner and stuff. Kind of like a bar. We can put stools like right here or something. Okay. So this is a pretty nice, decent house. In the next video, I will be going into window, like transparency windows and stuff. Well, let's not do that right now. And I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye.